These are Harald Kautz, part of the Harald Kautz series. Harald Kautz, part 95, 96, and 97. And then down here, 90 and 91. These are moon videos. Videos of the moon going through my telescope. I'm going to digitally collect the electromagnetic nanocarbon from the area we call the moon. And I'm going to do it in two ways. I'm going to do them one over the other, side by side, on the computer and with photographs. So photographs of the moon and videos of the moon. I'm starting off with my videos, but I'm going to go to other people's videos, and I'm also in the process of downloading more photos of the moon from taken from all over the earth to try to prove this point to you. I've already proved it to myself. I've already proven this to myself. I already know what's going on, but so anyways, I'm going to come in here. I think I'm going to start off with these two. So I'll show you what I'm doing here. This is a 16-minute video. So get this enlarged. Hit play. I'm doing this in the daytime. I usually don't. Usually like to save all this for night. Okay, because we're on the computer monitor and it's shining light back at us, I'm going to use a red filter. I might go to blue. We'll see what happens. Okay, once the moon gets out to where I want it, I'm going to show you what I'm going to do next. Okay, I'm going to pause here. A lot of glare with this thing coming in through the windows. I don't really like using it during the day, really. It's okay, it'll be fine for what I'm doing. I'm going to try a blue filter or a green. Okay, I'll go with the green filter for now. Changing up the color spectrum. Okay. And then I have taken with a reverse telescope from someone else is also another moon photograph that I got right here on glass. And then I didn't clean this glass, but then I also have this one that goes over my computer monitor so I can work it that way and trace it out with tape. And I also have all real expensive stuff, $1.50 here, $2 there. I also have these cropping tools that I had made, which is going to be the first time I'm trying them out, so I'm going to give them a shot. Oh yeah, oh yeah. So all I just have to do is, oh yeah. Oh, this is good. Yep. Okay. Throw this for a minute. Is that hurting me any? Not really. Doesn't really hurt me to have that. This is fucking awesome. Yeah. It's very helpful. It's cropping it out, but the only thing is I think the tape might be better due to the where's my stick? I can crop them off in all directions, each image by image by image, because otherwise I've got all these other images up here that are going to come into play, and I'm trying to get your eyes locked on certain images as we go through them. Eye, nose, mouth, lips right here, with a cigar or a cigarette of some kind coming out of his mouth right here, okay? I'm going to do now is I'm going to, hold on 1 minute. Okay, so all I did was I put this piece of glass over my monitor so I can either trace it or do my new cropping method, which I'm going to do right now. Because see, right above it is another image. Many of them anyways, but another one you might be catching that might be distracting you might be the eye, nose, and mouth of a, it's canine looking in this direction, the canine wearing sunglasses. How weird is that? Then you also have the wizard coming in over this way with eye, nose, and mouth, and other images. So I'm going to try to get all that away and just leave you with the one image that I'm trying to bring you in on right now, which is going to be, I'm going to do it just looking at the monitor. Okay, so I'm going to leave the sunglasses on top of his head. And I want to make sure I get all of his lips, because that's what I fucked up on the other day. And I want to get the wizard out of there. Let me try it from this side. There we go. Yeah, that takes a good chunk of that out. And then I could just use the crescent on this side because it worked. And then just do the, get rid of the top. I'm going to leave you his sunglasses on top of his head. See how that looks. Yeah, that's pretty good. It's pretty good. I did cut off his lips though down here. I'm going to change up a few filters real quick while I'm doing this. Yellow filter. I'm going to swing back and forth and crop them for you, get rid of the glare that I got going on there. Okay. Now, well, that's on pause, and I'll keep that going. What I made was this other, again, all expensive stuff. A 53-cent piece of black paper and cardboard. And what I did was I made this to go over my monitor so that I could do these side by side. And what I did was I put the, got the same moon with the reverse telescope. Photographs, the reverse telescope photographs, so I could show you. So now that I got this dropped on there, at least it's harder with the glare that I got. I might have to do all this at night. It's definitely easier at night. Okay, let's get rid of the yellow filter. Let me try to get rid of some glare, hold on. Yeah, there's a lot of glare, so I took the magnifying glass off, just going direct with the camera. So I'm going to put the green filter back on. It's daytime, that's why I'm getting so much glare. And what I'll do is adjust my lights. And what I did was, this is a photograph of the moon. That's what we got here. So I'm going to have some fun looking at this photograph of the moon too. Maybe in this same video we'll take the photograph and look around a little bit. But I just want to show you a couple things, how you're going to be seeing these videos coming through, a lot of them, and you'll know what it is you're looking at. I got this, I flip this up, boom, there's the moon on the computer going through my telescope. Okay, those are my videos of the moon, and I just trim that one out for you and cut it out. And then now I did kind of a lousy job, because look at the rest of the lips. So I'm gonna do this better. I'm gonna do a better job with this. Hold on a minute. And then what I'm gonna do is, after I do that, then I'm gonna slip this one in, and I'm gonna show you the same exact imagery. What we're doing is we're comparing the imagery from the photographs to the moon, and I'm sticking with the large images, the ones that you'll be able to see from the ground with your own eyes, so there won't be any question of it. Then I'm gonna, every time I trace that one out, then I'm going to put this black backing over, and then I'm going to add this other moon to there, and then I'm going to pull you out the same exact image that we just looked at, and that kind of thing. And we're going to go around and around like that. So let's see. It's over here. It's over here. Right here. So once I set my light up and everything like that, which I'll do in a second, I got to just adjust a couple things. Hold on a minute. Okay, and before I go masking them off, before I mask it off, I'm just going to roll them around a little bit so that you can see this. Alright, so we're going to keep an eye on eye under the glasses. Sunglasses are up here. I'm going to leave the sunglasses when I cut this out. Eye, nose, mouth down here. I cut the lips off too much because the lips come all the way over to here, see? Lips are all the way over to here, and then he's got a cigar or a cigarette coming out of his mouth. So what my goal now is to take the electrical tape and give you this, but I can also do this with the cropping tools. But I'm going to roll them through a little bit to show you something. So now that you got your eyes on them, you see them? You got your eyes on them pretty decent. Okay, keep an eye on it. Oh, cut the fucking shit. What now? What now? Fucking pain in the fucking balls, man. So I'm going to keep rolling them through. See what I'm doing here? So first the cropping tools, just so I can play around with them, get used to them a little bit. So I came in this way, so I know my angle is a little different because I gave them to you right here, the other glasses. So I'm going to do the same thing with this one that I did with the other one on the video. So I did that, and then I did this. Show them to you. And I could probably roll them back a little bit too. And I can also try to get rid of some of the glare with a different filter. Go with a red filter for a moment. Okay, so now that I'm satisfied with that, I'm going to do this. I'm going to try not to lose his lips this time. Small pieces of tape would help. Alright, so his lip does go all the way out to there, so let me do this. And then I'm going to do this. I gotta come down right down his face. So I'm gonna try to leave the glasses complete on top of his head. So I'm gonna start up here. And I'm gonna go like this. I do that time? A little better. A little better, yeah. Let's see if I lost his lip this time. No, I got him in there pretty good. So let me cut the glasses off now and leave just the glasses on top of his forehead. Alright, snip some of the glasses. And in here are millions of other images, hundreds of thousands just in the area that I'm trying to take you to right now. And then now what I'm going to do, again, because of the crescent, I mean, this is only my third day of cropping this way, and it's getting pretty easy. It's going pretty well. Alright, so let me see where I'm going to cut his face off. Let's see. Especially to do this during the day like this with light glaring all over and shit, it's not too shabby. And I'm going to bring his face right over there. I'm trying to figure if I'm going to leave his ear in and stuff. He's got an ear back there, but I don't think you guys will be able to make it out. Okay, what do I got this light on? Let's try this. Just trying a few different light settings to see if I can get it a little better for you. Alright. Now I'm going to come up this way. Trying to see how much of that I'm going to leave you. See if you'll get it or not. Yeah, you should. Yep. Okay. Yeah, I definitely don't like doing shit during the day. Definitely blows. Unless I got some room darkening curtains or something for in here. Okay, there he is. I'll swipe back and forth so you can get him a little better. I'm going to try cropping this way. Okay, now I'm going to push my monitor back a little bit, my screen back a little bit. Oh, that's why it's not going back. Hold on. Yeah, in a minute. Okay. And just so I can do shit in front of you so you see what I'm doing, taking a photograph off. See if my computer moved at all. And there he is. Trying to get between the two glares of the bulbs. Okay, you seeing him? See him, Harold? I'm not going to call you Rufus or Wolfus anymore, Harold. I'm just going to call you Harold. I'm not going to play your game. You come in as your own self. Come in as yourself. And if you want to shoot the shit, talk, rank me out, whatever you want to do, you come in as yourself, though. I'm not playing your fucking game anymore. So I'm cropping them all the way to the end, and I'm cropping them down to get you just from the sunglasses down to his, the tip of his cigar. Because I don't want you to come into all this other imagery. I'm trying to take away the collage. Okay, let's move on to the next one. I'm already at 25 minutes. Probably only have time to bring you in on 2 of the large images at a time, and then we'll get to the smaller ones as we go along. Okay, hold on. Okay, I'm getting ready to hit play. And because what I'm doing is I'm doing 360s with my camera on my telescope, so I can show you that every angle, every turn, depth, contrast, color changes, light spectrum, color spectrum, all that all comes into play with how clear you can see these images. I'm going to later take the moon photos once I get this through Harold's head, because he either doesn't understand what I'm saying, he's refusing to look, that's obvious, he's refusing to go look. But so he's making comments before he even goes and looks. His ego, his pride, his hurt, and stuff like that. Why? I don't know, because as he's pointing out, I don't have any subscribers. It's not like I'm anybody. You know, I'm just a nobody, so it doesn't really fucking matter. That's why, you know, you should jump on it now, you know, before others who are somebody's actually listen and catch on to it. Full of imagery all over the place in here. And before I move on, I just want to start pointing some of them out that you might have been catching. So the sunglasses also work as these sunglasses, but they could be me seeing what I want to see. But they see how this goes back that way. This is all. These are all triangles making up all these areas. Same thing with the light colors as well. But just to let you know, keep an eye out for that. Now I can change the angle of my camera just in this position that it is. I can change my camera angles and go around in here all over different directions and pull you in all the imagery that I'm not going to be able to just point to you for you to see it. I can point to it because I know where it is and I can see it and my eyes break it up, but you guys are going to have a hard time with it. You're just getting into this. So in order to see what's right in front of us, we have to look. We have to open our fucking eyes and look. So what I was going to do is I was going to start pointing out to all these, but I'm just going to wait until I turn to them. You know, I was going to start going eye, nose, mouth open here of a very large face and that kind of thing. But there's an angle for all these. There's a perfect angle, perfect distance, perfect light spectrum, perfect color spectrum. When all them things come into play for any one or many, sometimes several individual images, then your eyes will see them for what they're what the intent was. You'll see the intent, and it's very clear. I mean, the details too detailed. You know, like this one I was just showing you with the lips and the cigarette coming out and everything. I mean, the details just too much. The eye coming in under the sunglasses. What, you know, don't ask me about wearing apparel. I don't know yet. Because, see, these sunglasses also come back this way. See this line? So they come back this way to fit on this dude's face, right? Because that's one of his eyes, and that's his other eye. There's his lips. You know, if you don't get distracted, don't distract yourself with the other imagery. So eye, and that means that line there is going right above his eye. These are sitting on his forehead right above his eye. So even though I don't count it, and it's just me seeing what I want to see, obviously the evidence, now if it was just two black areas and I didn't have this line going back this way, and it happens on the other side as well, when I'm angled on the other side, that these glasses you know, have frames to them. Also, this is a human face, but it looks a little bit canine in certain directions. That's not unusual. That happens all over the place. So again, eye, nose, mouth. You can see the little thing here coming under his nose to meet his lips. Looks like he might have a little bit of a stash going on, you know, right close, tight to his lips. Might also tell us nationalities and things like that, you know, once everybody else starts looking in. Again, I don't understand anything, inanimate objects, the system building them like this, cigars and cigarettes and everything. I'm putting it in there and telling you that I've seen it, and I've seen it, but it's, again, me seeing what I want to see as far as it goes so far, because I still don't understand completely how the programs work, who the creator is, who set the programs. Is it the true creator that set this program, or is it the false creator? I believe it's the false creator that started. I believe it's the true creator that works on the purities that are outside the veil. It seems to me that anything within this veil is all built by the false creator. So the feline, canine, rodent, ape, human, and beast, the true creator, never had any intentions for his creation, his energy, to be used in the fashion that it's now being used in. So whoever that false creator was, you know, one of those, again, little truths, little bits and pieces of truth throughout the religions that are going to come into play. But I can't even get a step one, you know, because nobody will look. You know, no one wants to see it. 7.8 billion zombies. It's not an exaggeration. It's everyone. You know, Harald Kautz is not the only one. I'm just choosing Harald Kautz to call him out because he's got a lot of people that listen to him and believe what he's telling them. So if he goes and looks and he starts seeing it and he gets to understanding it, but so far he ain't acting like he's understanding it much at all. Alright, so I'm going to hit play. I'm just trying to decide how much of this. I want to do everything in front of you so you see what's going on. Alright, so again, this is the moon video. Harald Kautz part 90, I think it was. 90 or 91, something like that. And I could go in here and I can choose out a whole other bunch of imagery that's right here, right in front of us. But I'm trying to do different turns so that you understand the angles and the turns. So I'm going to fast forward a little. Let's get it out of the screen. I'm also going to explain this because I didn't get to the other day. When you're watching... Okay, the light will crop itself in your telescope. Your telescope, the light that your telescope is drawing in will crop the imagery for you. Also, the end of your telescope and the beginning of your telescope will also crop the images for you. Also, the other layers of the veil that we call the eclipses, you know, the lunar eclipses and the solar eclipses and stuff, they're other layers of the veil. I'm not sure if they're both the same layer or if they're different layers of the veil, but they seem to me to be other layers of the veil that are not related to the layer that the moon rides in. And also, I'm learning, that's why I made these cropping tools, I'm learning that, you know what, this is all purposeful. This is supposed to be so that we see it, you know. So when I start laying out these cropping tools to imitate the crescents, and I'm saying to myself, holy fuck, this is unbelievable. It's doing this intentionally. It wants the human population to see the imagery. And I'm going around. I mean, it took me 2 years to realize how beneficial the crescent was. I was being sarcastic and pulling out the triangles and trying to crop everything with triangles. And maybe if I cut an open triangle in half, it would do the same thing as a crescent. Because I just don't like circles, zeros, or O's, and that's a whole nother fucking story. Anyways, I'm going to hit play again. We're going to watch this go out of the telescope, and as it goes out, you're going to see the collage effect goes away. And this also happens in your eyes without a telescope. You can see this imagery from the ground. All these large images that I'm going to be bringing you in on over the next few days, you're going to be able to see them from the ground with your own eyes. You don't need a telescope. You don't need a camera. You don't need nothing. I know because I look all the time now, and now that I know the imagery and I'm familiar with it. So I'm going to pause here and give you an example of what I'm talking about. So see all this glare that's going on and stuff, take advantage of that. What it's doing, the shadows as the moon's coming in and going out, it's showing you this imagery. I'll show you again. Hold on. Just press play, but I'm going to actually forward it to over here because I want to show you with this right here. So watch. The image that I just traced out, this is taking longer than I thought to. I thought I was going to be able to trace out like, 10 images or something per video, but it don't appear that way. Okay, so now it's coming in, right? So you're getting a little more of the shadows, the lights separating everything. So I'm going to pause it for a second and just let you know. So right now, you're not going to be able to get his eyes real good. You're not seeing his face. You're seeing this one with the glasses, the nose, and the mouth here. That, like I said, looks a little bit canine or something in that category or something. It actually is a large human as well. It's another one, but I'm not going to try to get him at this angle. Also coming in right now, and because he's all alone, because it's all alone and it's not collaged with all the other imagery that makes up the moon, then the eye, the forehead, human influence, I blame on all this area because his nose is here and things are a little funky here. I can identify human influence. Human influence meaning turning everything bio, making everything go bio, because the entire Earth, I'm the moon map model, that's what this is. This is the moon coming through my telescope, and I am now making a moon map model of the Earth that we walk on and explaining to you that all of these little points of light that are all over the moon are the constellations. The energy comes down out of the stars, stationary and wandering stars, comes through the moon. That's where the connection's made, through the moon, down to the Earth. And it doesn't ground at the Earth. It goes through the Earth, through our side, what we would call our side, and that energy is passed all the way through the other side and connects to another identical moon on the opposite side, and then goes back out to another set of the identical wandering stars and stationary stars on what we would call the opposite side. What it is above is so below, so to speak. I'm getting ready to press play again. So what we're going to do is we're starting to see the eyes come in a little bit under the glasses a little bit. We see the nose. We see the beard now in this position and a mustache. Here come the lips. Now as I let this come in further and further, you're going to lose the beard and mustache, and you're going to see the cigar pop out. And the lips look bigger. The lips will get larger. So in other words, the image is changing, but not changing so much that we can't keep track of it. And there are only there's not an infinite number of images in each area. You can go through them one at a time. I mean, it's between all the artists and the geniuses that are out there. You just got to get over, your ego. And realize that everything you've ever fucking been told and taught and learned has all been a lie. Go start over again. Big fucking deal.
See why I'm doing this light-to-light thing with you, right? I'm letting a telescope use the light.
So here I am explaining it now anyway, so I don't have to explain this so much then. Good. Because in this exact video, I'm explaining it. I'm explaining it as I'm taking the video of the moon coming through, and I'm saying, see why I'm doing the light to light? Same thing I'm explaining now, because it's important. In order to see all this, in order to understand it all and see it all. So now I'm starting to see my eyes come through better. Eye, nose. You can see the shape of the nose. You can see the lines. These are the builders. These are the fucking builders. This is your evidence of the builders. Start with the dark ones and then go over to all the light colors. But start with all the dark ones, what you would call the tracing, the outline, of the images. And get the detail out of all, like I'm saying, the noses and everything. So now that I've taken you all that, I'll tell you, there's an eye right here with this big fucking schnoz, the mouth right here. I can crop him in for you, and he's looking in that direction, and he's right here. And you can see the top of his head. He's got some kind of strange wearing apparel again going on his head, some kind of cap or something like that nature. I'll also let you know that this one here is coming through. Now that I let this come into the light a little bit more, I can lose you in this one. Here's one eye. Let me get the cropping tool out. There you go. So I can do this and get you in on that one. And then I come out a little bit further and I'll get you in on the next one with the two eyes. Give your eyes a chance to adjust. And as I come out further and further, the one I'm trying to get you is looking off. There's two of them looking off. Okay, so eye here, eye over there with the canine nose. Yeah, canine nose. Mouth open, big large mouth open of that one there, right? So I crop them out a little bit further. Now you're going to get the eye, the nose, and the mouth of this one here. This large one here. Which, this one here is a good point to, I should bring this one up to, all you space alien fucking weirdos. All you weirdos that believe that outer space is real because they taught it to you in your fucking school system, they lied to you. I don't give a fuck what you say. Look back a couple thousand years. They've lied to us about all the religions. So go look back at those times and think about that. And say, okay, well, if they had the entire population believing that this was a given, this is the way it is, and everybody lived it this way, why could that not happen today with this space alien nonsense? Because there's no evidence of it. You cannot use evidence of rockets going into outer space on your television screen or in movies or in your school curriculum. You cannot do it. They lie about everything. There are 7.8 billion lying motherfuckers out there. And they all want to themselves, not just to you, to themselves. All right, I'm going to bring the cropping tool out a little bit more. Oh, what I was going to say is when it's in here, you can, I'm surprised they don't try to claim space alien. You know what I mean? That's what I keep saying about all the imagery. When I'm showing people how to grab this imagery, and listen, this is a fucking mission for me because I don't get nothing out of it. I'm just directed and feel the instinct that these builders want their imagery and their work to be seen. So you believe in God, let's say, for example, anybody that might be listening, you may believe in God, and then you're hearing me say that I don't. Okay? it doesn't mean I don't believe that there was a creator. I just think that everything we were ever told about any of the religions, including anything about God, has all been misconstrued. And the truth and the evidence and the real creator's work is all right here for us to look at. That's all I'm saying. So if you end up going down paths that involve religions, I'm not interested. I know now that they were all fucking lies. I can see that they were all lies. So I'll start over again on my own. Thank you, and I'll get to the bottom on my own if nobody else ends up coming into it. All right. So the next one I was trying to give you the next one over is looking off again in that direction. And let me see if I can get them. I have to go this way, I believe, with them. Anyways, now I'll crop this one for you. I can't find them right now. I can't get them at this angle. But again, the two glasses, the big eyes with the nose and the mouth. Now, this is a feline look to me. I'm coming up both ways because it goes like this and it's swoopy. Got the swoopy lips and stuff like that. So I can do this. I can also give them to you like this. Crop them that way. Okay, and I can probably, I'm trying to do is get them to go more human without changing the angles just by cropping them. So you can see his mouth open down here with this eye, nose, and the large mouth open now. Okay, I'll leave it right here for a moment. Image within image within image from the veil to the ground. We can see it all. And then back to the original one that I started with. I'm already at 44 minutes. I'll have to start a new video. But the original one I started with, eye, nose, big mouth down here, open. So I'm going to go back and forth from the moon videos to the moon photographs over the next 50 to 100 parts of this series. I'm going to do exactly what I'm showing you here. I'm going to keep cropping. I'm going to go angles, distances, and try to show you all I can about the light spectrums and everything else. And I'll piss and moan and bitch as I go along. And Harold, you either come in as yourself or, you know, keep coming in as other characters, or even if you decide to just send your minion in to deal with me and whatever. I mean, just get it over with. Just come in, say, hey, it's Harold, you know, I see what you're doing and I don't agree with you or whatever you want to say. I don't know what the fuck you're going to say. But I just need to know that you've seen it so I can hold you to it, that you've seen what I was showing you. That's all. And if you decide to ignore it and you decide to not look, you know, I can't control that. Join, like I always say, join the fucking club. That's what everybody does. So, but I want to know that about anybody who I'm calling out. That's why I usually go in and send people a message. I started doing that the last couple series. Anybody that I call out, I'm sending them a message saying, I just made a series to you, because I don't want to hear any shit later on down the road. Oh, well, I didn't know. Nah, you got fucking 50,000 people watching your channel, listening to your bullshit stories, Harold. Then, you know, you should be able to take 10 minutes to go look at the fucking real system. And if you don't agree with it, you come in, you say, I don't agree and I don't see it. And, fucking, people are fucking fucked up, man. I'll be back.